Welcome to Miss Smith's Math Tutorials. I'm Miss Smith. In this video, we're going to be talking about finding density. Density is essentially a measurement, and it shows the relationship between how much an object weighs, its mass, and its size or volume. It makes sense that our formula for density equals mass divided by volume. And another word for weight is just mass. So sometimes it's easier, I think, to think of weight. So it's just our weight of the object divided by volume. Let's just dive right into a couple examples. A bar of gold has a volume of 36 inches cubed and weighs 12.2 kilograms. What is its density? In this case, we would say our density, or our D, is our mass, or our weight. Okay, it says it weighs 12.2 kilograms, so we'll put that 12.2 kg, and we're going to divide that by the volume, which it says is 36 inches cubed. So now we would want to bring out our calculator, and let's actually do the math. So 12.2 divided by 36. We get a long decimal, so we're just going to round to the nearest hundredth. So let's just call it 0.34. So our density is 0.34, and then the way that we're going to write these units, because we've got kilograms and then also inches cubed, we're going to do kg, kilograms, per inches cubed. So 0.34 kilograms per inches cubed. In our second example, it says a rectangular block of metal weighs 1,236 grams. The dimension of the block are 7 feet by 10 feet by 12 feet. Find the density. Okay, so you're probably thinking, all right, they told us how much it weighs. We know the mass, right? They're very clear on that, but they didn't tell us the volume. But they've given us enough information to find the volume. The volume formula would be the volume is length times width times height. Okay, now they didn't tell us which one was the length and which one was the width and one was the height, but it doesn't really matter, right? Because in multiplication, order doesn't matter. So we know our volume is 7 times 10 times 12, which would be, let's grab out our calculator. So 7 times 10 times 12, which ends up being 840. Now, as I mentioned in my finding volume video, it's really important that we make sure we do our units correctly. So in this case, our volume units are feet, right? So we'd say 840 feet, but because we're finding volume of a 3D object, it's feet cubed. So 2D objects, when we're just finding area, we just call that feet squared, right? 2D, feet squared. But in this case, because it's a 3D object, a block, a rectangular block would be 3D, we call it feet cubed. So it's an important distinction to make. So now that we know volume, we have enough information to find the density. So for our density, we say D equals our weight or mass of, in this time it's 1,236 grams, divided by our volume, 840 feet cubed. So now when we actually bring out our calculator to do that math, so we got 1,236 divided by 840. So we get 1 point, and again, let's just round to the nearest hundredth, 1.47. So our density is 1.47, and again, just like on this one, we want to make sure we represent what this is. So it's grams per feet cubed. Okay, here's your you try. A wooden cube weighs 3 pounds and has a side length of 8 inches. What is the density? I know some of you guys might be thinking, do we have enough information to solve this? And you do. Keep in mind that it says it's a cube, a wooden cube. So if you're not sure how to find the volume of a cube, you're definitely going to want to check out that finding volume video that I have. I've thrown a little bit of a challenge at you, but I know you guys can handle it. I'll post the answer in the video description below. This has been Miss Math Tutorials.